What's up, everyone? Today, I got a burrito. It's Taco Tuesday, but I was kind of feeling a burrito. So pretty much, I went to this taco place. They have what they call a cheeseburger burrito. I know some people it may put off some people. So actually, normally this burrito would actually have fries on it, but I'm not really a fan of burritos with fries in it. But I asked for fries on the side. But pretty much, I think their cheeseburger burrito, excuse me, has supposedly wagyu beef. I doubt it, and they have some pickled jalapenos, and then I believe they have some pickled de gallo inside as well. So yeah, let's get into it. And they got some lychee milk tea right here. Yeah. I think these type of fries is like big wedges are they called steak fries? I'm not quite sure, but yeah. And they also made homemade salsa and guacamole. So everyone has their own variation, right? My mom actually taught me how to make it. It's pretty simple. So it's kind of the same concept for both of them, for me at least. So for like the salsa, I just put in some little hint of cilantros, tomatoes, of course, a little onion in there, and and some lime juice as well. And sprinkle the amount of salt to your liking. And then for guacamole as well, pretty much cilantro, a little onion, a little tomato in there, a little, did I say cilantro? Yes, I think cilantro in there as well, and just a hint of lime too for that little citrus flavor. Let's get some of that sauce right here. Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Let's see what this burrito's about. Yeah. Now, a lot of people will look at me with a weird look on their face. Say, why would you order a cheeseburger burrito with fries on it? That's not real Mexican food, right? But, usually I'm not a person into fries on the burrito, but I just ask for it on the side, which is just fine by me. But, there's like that fine line that people really look down upon on restaurants that do like mixed cuisine of sorts. So like you see a lot of Mexican and Korean fusion places these days. And then like Filipino and something else as well, like Filipino and Mexican food too. But okay, it may not be super authentic, Mexican food, but if a fusion place can do it right and pay homage to both cultures and the food, and the most important thing is that the food tastes delicious, then I see what's the wrong in that, right? It's not hurting anyone, And this lychee milk tea is killing it right now. It's a little sweet, but I'm a sucker for sweet stuff. But the lychee bits on the bottom adds that little cherry on top for me. Little surprise in the bottom. But this burrito, supposedly it uses wagyu beef, but it's probably not real wagyu. They're just trying to make it sound good, right? But imagine if a burrito actually used real wagyu beef from like the quality that they use in Japan. That would be so crazy. But then again, using that such high quality of meat of any sort of any kind, it's best to just eat it by itself so you can just get the full flavor. So like when I visited Japan, like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, my expectations of the wagyu beef even surpassed my dream of having it. So like it's a little pricey, but I would definitely say it should be one of the things that you should try at least once in your life, and maybe once in a while, treat yourself to getting some like really high quality meat. Like instantly when I put it in my mouth, it just melted in my mouth, smooth like butter. And, like at the blink of an eye, I devoured it in no time. So I think like, excuse me, in Japan they have like, depends on the place or that specialize in wagyu, but they have like different dipping sauces as well. Well, of course, I would highly suggest to you before trying all the sauces, maybe all you need is just like maybe dip a little tint of a little salt on it, and just eat the meat by itself, so you can actually just taste the beefy flavor on its own. So speaking of food, we will talk about episode 2 of Food Wars, aka Shokugeki no Soma. So if you watched the first episode, you remember how they left us off at where Dojima again mentions the competition for young chefs called the Bleu. I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to pronounce it in French because it sounds fancier. I'm sure maybe it is French. I don't know, but it's Arina. You know, she has a very prestigious name as god tongue god or something like that. But yeah, god of tongue or something. Like her palate comes second to none to anyone else, and she's a great chef as well. So I think she's automatically invited to this competition. However, Dojima again says that the preliminaries from Totsuki Academy will be determined in a couple of days, so get ready to be prepared. And only so this preliminary for the blue competition, only the top 3 chefs among these students will be allowed to go to the competition. So everyone is fired up, especially the Elite 10. They get a shot to compete against everyone as their peers as well. But you know, the hard part is actually making it to the blue competition. And only a select few, the top 3 students, can participate. So the rules are you can only serve 1 dish, obviously, and your dish is worth up to 10 points. And there are a lot of judges at this blue preliminaries. We see a lot of recurring faces from previous shokugekis as well, and also Dojima again will be the head judge as well. So all the students are allowed to use any ingredients, and the theme for today is soup. So there's they go through tons of chefs, a lot of familiar faces within the series, and shed a little spotlight on the dishes as well. But the main people I want to mention are like the elite 10 and Yukihira Soma. So Yukihira Soma, he comes up with this golden egg dish, and it's like a flavor bomb concoction. Once you bite into it and burst the egg bubble, the soup umami and flavors pop out, right? And his dish is particularly, each egg is a little different. So one's like a Hamburg steak, one's like yakiniku, one's like omelet rice, and then there's also fried salmon. So yeah, some people say salmon, and then some people say salmon. I believe it's salmon, but let's not try to get too nitpicky there. So let's talk about the rankings for this competition. So coming out 3rd place is actually Yukihiro Soma, so he barely just makes it into the competition. And then 2nd place is Takumi Aldini, one of the Italian brothers. And this is what really shocked me. The dark horse competition, coming in 1st place is Tadokoro Megumi, one of Soma's peers and roommates before, when he was at the Polar Star dormitory. And her dish shed some light upon, it was like a seafood soup meatball of sorts. And at first, the judges were kind of bashing Megumi's dish because it didn't really look too appetizing at first, but it packed a punch, and when they bit into it, it released a flavor bomb. So pretty much, her seafood meatball had different types of miso soup in there, and the judges also said that you can really taste the different type of miso soups, taking them through a tour of all Japan. Probably different cities in Japan or any country of that matter. They have like their little spin on the popular cuisine of that country, right? And then after that, after the storm has passed a little bit, Megumi and Soma take a little stroll. I think it's like spring break, and they happen to come across Suzuki Sensei, the new instructor at the school, and he's with some students. They're just eating some snacks and fooling around, and eventually, I guess when all the other students clear out a little bit, Suzuki Sensei challenges Soma to Shokugeki, which I saw that coming a mile away. Oh, excuse me. And then he makes a bold declaration that he wants to have Erina, even though Erina has no say in this. She doesn't even know Suzuki Sensei actually likes her. So he's kind of delusional in the sense. It says that when he first saw her, set eyes upon her, he felt some special type of way. And of course, this is an anime, right? Erina is walking around the school campus, and she happens to meet and hear over Suzuki and Soma, right? And then they both say, "I won't let you have her." And of course, Erina, it's kind of a given. Every time she's around Soma, she's a little aggravated, and she kind of blushes a little bit. So she probably has a crush on Soma as well. And then she just like faints on the door right there. So having two young looking dudes fight over a girl, that's like every teenage girl's dream, right? And the judge of this little shokugeki right here is going to be Megumi. She's the only one in the room, obviously. And also Soma has he's pretty smart, right? And he believes that Suzuki Sensei is probably hiding something. So he says, if he wins this bet, then you got tell me your secret. So he knows that Suzuki Sensei has a little something off about him. And after watching this episode, oh, excuse me, sorry, I don't have the coronavirus, just a little cough right there. So yeah, after this end of the episode, I actually got around to watching the ending song for the season. So usually, for like any other anime, I usually give the ending and opening of the anime a listen to see if it's a banger or not, if I automatically, be on the lookout to download on my Spotify playlist. So, the song was whatever, but I don't think I'm going to put on my playlist. But from what I deduced in the ending, some animes and openings and endings, sometimes I think they kind of spoil a little bit too much. So I think this ending song kind of gave a little backstory of, Suzuki Sensei. So pretty much this ending song, it sheds some light upon Yukihiro Soma's family. It shows a picture of them. And of course, the picture, his mother's face is blurred out. And then also shows a little spotlight on Erina's family, but her mother's face is blurred out as well. And then we also see Suzuki Sensei when he was very young as a child. They don't show his mother's face as well. And eventually, I think his mother passes away. And, he's a pretty lonely kid. But he comes across Joichiro, who is Soma's father, what appears to be. And, I think Joichiro takes him in and tries to, teach him cooking. Oh, I forgot to mention, yes. A very vital part. Did I miss something? Oh, yes. I forgot to mention that, I think Joichiro was invited out to, cook for some people, and I think he lost to someone in a competition. And I think it was like 5-0, so Joichiro had no judges on his side. and this character appears to be, it looks like Suzuki Sensei, right? But when he faced Joichiro, he had a mask covering his face. So, but it looks pretty much it's probably him anyways. Can kind of see it coming. But yeah, the ending song definitely kind of confirms that as well for foreshadowing what's going to be and what's going to happen later in the rest of the season. How Suzuki Sensei is kind of related to Soma and his father Joichiro. So yeah, that's pretty much catching up with Shokugeki no Soma, aka Food Wars, episode 2. Pretty entertaining episode. Can't wait to see all the young talent at this blue culinary competition. And yeah, oh man, I didn't eat much today, but honestly, this burrito right here, it's pretty filling. It has a lot of cheese in here. I mean, but you know that I don't really eat that much food. But anyways, yeah, thank you for watching.